It's getting a little bit ridiculous, ain't it? Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to the Sensu Pop channel. We are going to be continuing the starter deck series by taking a starter deck and giving it a little Zenkai boost. For this week, we are going to be taking a look at the green Gotenks starter deck. So without further ado, see you after the short intro. The two things that we are trying to do here when giving this deck a Zenkai boost. The first thing is we try to keep the deck as thematic as possible. This is going to be Gotenks. We are keeping it to the saga so that we play it as thematic as possible. The second thing is we try to keep as many cards that comes with the starter decks as possible too, because you already bought the starter deck. Let's minimize waste. Alright, so this is the number of cards that you're going to get. Unfortunately, you kind of need 2 copies of it because there are some critical cards that you need more than 2 copies. Alright, so you need 2 starter decks to start with, and after you have 2 starter decks, these are the cards that we are going to be taking out. As you can see, it's not too many of them, so that's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. Yeah, so it's only 6 set of cards that we're going to be taking out, and the rest of them, we are going to be using them. But before we go on to the rest of this video, I appreciate you can give this video a like, subscribe if you want to support me and the channel. I'm super active on Instagram, link down in the description below. Follow me there, you won't be disappointed. With that aside, let us take a look at the leader. It is very important for us to understand what the leader does in order for us to do a proper upgrade to the deck. Fortunately for us, this leader, it's super easy to understand. There are some little upgrades. This leader appears before, but with this version, there are some upgrades that helps to make the deck plays better, and at the same time giving it a little help for the Zenkai mechanics. Alright, so this leader has to do a lot with ghost token. There are things that he does that creates ghost token. For example, when you activate a union skill, because Gotenks and then Trunks, when they try to do this union to become like Gotenks, right? So when you activate a union skill, you play 1 ghost token with 15k in rest mode. It kind of has to be in rest mode because 15k you can attack. And the next thing is that when you remove 1 of your ghost token from the game, you can use a combo card from the drop area. That's very important because once you use that, you can charge it to your Zenkai boost. So that is the changes to this leader so that you can play better with this Zenkai block. The first set of battle cards that we are going to be talking about, it's what I call the mini Gotenks. It is when they do their first time union fusion and they don't know what's going on. They still have not realized their fullest potential yet. This is the meat game for them, and this is going to be the meat game for us. It is going to be the 3-cost Gotenks Fusion Confusion. I totally love the name. That I really, maybe this is what's going to happen. My son and my daughters in the future, this is going to be their name, Fusion Confusion. Deflag Barrier, and this card itself, you don't need any energy to do this fusion. It is really good because it is a 10k with the ability to do an activate main and KO something from your opponent's board. You get to create a ghost token and you get to get your energy back. And it has Deflag Barrier. This is very safe. You want him on the board because this guy, it's good. I love this card a lot. The next one is when you realize that, hey, we can do something a little bit better. It is going to be SS Gotenks Beyond Serious. This card itself, you tap 1, it is 1 energy. Because it is union, you create a ghost token, and after that you get to draw a card. The thing about this guy is that the more he stays on the board, he does not have barrier, he only has deflag. The more he stays on the board, it is more better because when you remove a ghost token, you get to draw a card and you have some abilities to do unison marker removal, or you can KO 1 of your opponent's battle card, and this card is a 16k. So he can swing. A little correction here, I really don't think those mini Gotenks are the meat game. They belong more like the early game, but now we are going to be talking about their SS3 form. I really love them because their skill sets are so funny, right? With this ring, with this ghost token and stuff like that. It was kind of like a fun time in the Boo saga because Boo saga was really dark. So let's take a look at the first card. This is a new card that comes with the starter deck. It is going to be SS3 Gotenks, the ultimate rookie, a 30k duo attacker. It's really no joke, but one of the things that this guy really has is his ability to pop something that is of your opponent's battle card, ignoring barrier. So this guy it's really good in that sense because he does have deflag. He is going to come on the board safe. With an 8 cost, he's going to be safe on the board at least for 1 turn. And you have the ability to play 2 ghost token, which is 15k each, by the way. So they have the ability to swing, and then they have the ability to do other shenanigans with your other cards. Then your opponent has to discard a card. This card, it's really good. Then we have an evergreen Gotenks deck. It is going to be Gotenks, the Green Reaper of Justice. You get to draw a card, and then you choose one of your opponent's battle card. Unfortunately, it does not ignore barrier, but it's good enough because this guy, it's a menace. Because no matter what you do with this guy, he is going to give you value over value over value and over value. Because this guy, he draws you 2 cards. When he's been KO or removed from the battle area, he gets two cards back into your hand again. And this is just a 2 cost 25k dual attacker. I don't think we can complain about this. The next SS3 Gotenks, it is gonna be all out assault, the SR from BT11. This card, we already have like a 30k double dual attacker, right? We already have a 25k dual attacker. Now we're gonna power on pressure, 30k double striker. This card itself might be a little bit expensive given what it does for 3 cores compared to the 8 cores card that we've seen before. However, if you have those mini Gotenks, this card, it's going to come out with just 2 cores. What does he do? When he comes out, choose one of your opponent's battle card, ignoring barrier, KO it, really good. And after that, you choose one of your opponent's unison and remove 2 markers from it. This is a little bit more situational, but a 30k double striker just for 2 cores or 3 cores, I don't think we can fault it. So this card is going in. And these are all our SS3 Gotenks. Zenkai series, we have to talk about Zenkai cards, and for this deck itself, we are going to be including 2 copies of Zenkai cards. The first one, it is going to be SS3 Gotenks Warrior Grove. This card itself, most of the leader, they kind of need 3 life points or below, but this card is just 5, so quite early in the game you are able to summon him. Unfortunately, he is just a 15k, however there's a reason to, because you can summon him pretty early, and he gains the ability to do a dual attacker. So you can swing 1 time, activate main, draw a card, he comes back active, and you can swing forward the second time. He has the same union thing, and he gains the ability to become a 30k double striker for during battle if you want to, by removing 1 Gotenks and 1 Goten and 1 Trunks Youth card. So I like this card a lot. Wish it is 20, but given that it's 5 cards or less and you can do attack, maybe, why not? The next card, it is gonna be Piccolo's Master Teaching. We talk about keeping the deck thematic, and the master of Gotenks is Piccolo, and he is gonna be coming in and give this deck a little help. This card itself, it's really good. It is 1 cost 2 Zenkai cards, so it is cheap. It is unfortunately not gonna stay on the board for long, because if your opponent realizes how powerful this card is, he's not gonna stay. So the thing about this card is that he has 2 abilities. The first one is to play this Fusion Confusion. The second ability is that when one of your Gotenks cards swings, you tap him. So unfortunately, you have to tap him. Once you tap him, you combo with a card. Is it from your drop area? No. You combo from one of your opponent's drop area? No. One of your opponent's battle area. You choose 1 card from your opponent's battle area, and then you combo with it. It is crazy. It's crazy. This card, it's really good for just 1 cost, and I like it. I like this card. So this is gonna be in the deck. One of the things that is very important when you make a deck is consistency. You want to make sure that you get all the right cards that you have in your hands. There are several ways. Either you can tilt for the card, or you get to draw a lot of cards. This deck itself does not have a lot of card draws. The card draw comes when you have the right cards in your hand. But in order to do that, you kind of need the right cards in your hands. So this is what we're going to be doing. Fortunately for us, the unison that comes with the starter deck really provides us with a lot of consistency. The +1 for this unison, what it does is you just show the person a Gotenks card, then you go to your deck and find a Goten, and you find a Trunks Youth and add it into your hand. That's basically it. that's for this card itself. Then we also do have a card that does exactly the same. It is going to be Gokula, the legendary fusion warrior. This card can either find you your Gotenks. If you don't have Gotenks, this card can be played to find your Gotenks, or it can be discarded to find you your Trunks Youth and your Goten. So this are consistency 4 of. Pretty sure starting of the game you should have the right cards in your hands after round 1. We talk about Gotenks, we talk about the Zenkai cards, we talk about consistency. What about the enabler for the engine? This is going to be Trunks and Goten. This is our older cards. Really, Trunks is very important because Trunks helps you also to find your unison. And after that, we are going to be having some Gotenks and Trunks. All these cards itself, with the 2 of them in the picture, they can be either Trunks Youth or Gotenks. So you are going to be finding the cards. They can be used for both purposes, which is good. So these are all the cards that we are going to be including. At the end of this video, I am going to be giving you some suggestion on some cards that you can add. Maybe you can remove 1 card from the deck, or maybe you can add 1 more to your deck if you don't mind having 1 more cards. So these are most probably one off in your deck that's going to give your deck a little spice. You don't have to include all of them, just pick 1 and put it in just to make your deck a little bit unique, cater to your playstyle, right? So if you are a more controlling guy, you want to control the whole game, maybe you might want to play Majin Buu Unadulterated Destruction, get a little bit of help from the other side, and this card itself might save your day. Just a 5 cost, slam it down, you clear the whole entire board. This is more like a, you are not doing so well and your opponent is gaining a foothold on you. When you slam down this card, there is no discussion, you take the game back into your hands. Alright, so maybe a one-off if you're going against someone who like to spam the board and has more control of your board than you. The other card, it's more like a win more card. It is going to be Celzino Unspeakable Abomination. This card, because of the reprints and the cheaper reprints, has become pretty cheap right now. So what you want to do here is maybe get a copy of this card, get a 12 on your 5th turn, just slam it down just for the quadruple strike and dual attack, and your opponent has to discard 3 cards. Maybe if your unison has the -6, do a -6, your opponent discard 5, you are definitely gonna win. The last card itself is seriously a very broken card, and it might get a little bit expensive. So if you unable to afford this card, it's definitely understandable. But if you have it, why not put it inside? It is gonna be, of course, commemorative photo. Activate main, tap 1. Your opponent may add all their lives into their hand. The keyword is it is may, so your opponent can choose. But if you have good friends, and if your opponent is not it's a nice person, you might, so if you're losing, not doing so well, maybe why not go out in style, tap 1, commemorative photo, ask your opponent, maybe you might have a chance to win. Hey guys, so this is the deck list itself. You can find all these cards down in the comment section. That commemorative photo slot over here, feel free, if you want to put Celzino, put it in there. If you want to put the Majin Buu, you can put it in there. So these are all the cards that you have. This deck basically just built itself. There's nothing too much for me to do here except just to make a little bit more consistent and giving it a little bit more aggression. Hey guys, we have come to the end of this video. If you like this video, I appreciate you can give this video a like, subscribe if you want to support me and the channel. I am pretty active on Instagram, so follow me down on Instagram, link down in the description below. You will not regret it. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy playing the Dragon Ball Super card game. I really can't wait for the Zenkai series to come out. It should be coming out this week when the video drop. See you guys after the see you guys in the next video. Ciao.